Hi, my name is Alan from Alan Property. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'll be exploring landed properties in the Bishan area. I know many of you are not aware that there are freehold landed properties in this area. Never mind, you are in for the treat. I'll be discussing about their performance by large. How much have they performed to date? If you are a potential buyer, is this segment still worth buying? And most importantly, if you have plans to sell, is now the right time to unlock the most value from your current asset? Without further ado, let's head straight into this discussion. Bishan Town boasts unparalleled connectivity. Residents enjoy proximity to major MRT stations such as Bishan and Marymount, ensuring seamless travel across the island. The estate's central location means that the Central Business District and Orchard Road are just a 15 to 20 minutes drive away via the CTE and Thompson Road. Most importantly, families are drawn to the area due to its proximity to esteemed educational institutions. Schools like Raffles Institution, Raffles Girls, Cat High, Ai Tong Primary are just a handful of popular schools in this area. For daily necessity and leisure, residents have access to Junction A Shopping Centre, Bishan North Shopping Mall, and various wet markets, both in Ang Mo Kio and Toa Payoh towns. In short, Bishan is a heartland town, yet having the best of both worlds in terms of its location and accessibility. The private landed enclave in Bishan are found along Jalan Pemimpin to Jalan Bincang to Clover Crescent, which is lesser known as Lost and Sun Gardens. For the purpose of this video, I'll only be focusing on the past transaction in Lost and Sun Garden. Let's take a look at the overall market trend for the landed properties in District 20, which cover areas from Ang Mo Kio, Thomson, Bishan to the Braddell area. I have plotted the chart from 2014 to 2024 against the overall landed performance in the same period. This is a good 20 years. We can observe that price movement is almost in line with the general increase in landed prices across Singapore. If I further dissect it, landed price in D20 has appreciated by 57% in the past 10 years, condo by 68%, and HDB by 44%. There is a saying, a rising tide raises all boats. Landed homes' bigger price quantum also mean that they will continue to surge forward and become more unattainable for the masses. That is why if you can afford it today, you should always go for it. Here, do you agree with me? Let's go slightly deeper into the numbers. As of 2024 to early 2025, landed PSF ranged from 1,006 to 2,007 per square feet, depending on the condition of the house. An original landed property will fetch a lower PSF, whereas a renovated house will usually command a higher PSF due to its condition. A typical inter-terrace that measures 1,009 square feet will cost easily $4 to $5 million. Let's trace backwards a decade ago. A typical inter-terrace will cost only 1,007 per square feet or $3 million a piece. Whereas a semi-D will set you back by 1,200 per square feet or 4.4 million only. Cheap, right? In today's market, if you don't even have 6 to 8 million, you can forget about looking into semi-D. If we further go back 20 years ago, back to 2004 to 2005, a typical inter-terrace will cost less than $1 million each. A semi-detached going for 2 million. That is why there is this saying, one must have the foresight and long-term horizon to buy property. As long as you can hold it within your means, you are as good as striking a gold mine. Here, if you're a potential buyer waiting on the sideline hoping for landed prices to crash, sorry ho, unless USA introduce drastic tariff rates on its allies, which I don't think will go very well with them, then a possible correction to the property market may happen. At this current moment, with DPM Gan Kim Yong as a task force man, the occurrence of a property crash are highly unlikely. This means with a softening of interest rate and a more sustainable property market ahead, landed properties will always remain a long-term investment in land-scarce Singapore, especially freehold land. That is why they were likely to appreciate over time, offering both space and capital growth. For buyers looking into such homes, the other risk you need to be concerned is the cost of renovation. Whether it is for A&A or for total rebuilding, construction costs has spiked significantly. It is not uncommon to see renovation costs in the thousands for the simple job. In any property transaction, there must always be reason for you to sell and buy. Correct or not? It's either you are doing better and have plans to upgrade to a bigger house, else Sometimes the reverse may happen due to financial issue. Another common reason of selling is the different stage of life you are currently in. Some will need to upsize due to a bigger family, while others will need to downsize due to age. Whatever the case, landed property is at an all-time high based on the past 20 years historical data. Whether can it go even higher? I'm pretty sure it will, with a rising property prices, rising income, and over time it will continue to go higher. Then some will say, since it's going higher, then I better don't sell now and continue to hold on to them. Well, you can basically hold on to them forever, especially since they are of freehold tenure. But the only consideration is, will you still be around forever? Think about it if I talk sense here. For homeowners in the 60s to 70s, selling your landed property not only in Bishan but across Singapore can be a strategic move to unlock the property value. The proceeds can be utilized for retirement, healthcare, or to downsize to a more manageable living space. At this point, you will have a few housing options. You can either right-size to a smaller private condo if you still prefer to stay in a private setting. Use part of the remaining sales proceeds to travel around the world and keep the rest for your retirement use. Else, you can downsize directly to a 4-room HDB flat if you want to unlock more cash for your retirement. Such HDB resale flats are usually located in choice location near a train station and amenities. In recent years, I have many clients that choose this route because many of them complain to me that they have not really benefited from government incentives because they stay in landed property. Staying in a HDB flat is the best way to stretch their saving. As I always advocate, if you are a senior planning to sell, please plan early. Don't wait until the last moment to decide if you should sell your property. If you have good children around to safeguard your best interest, then this is still okay. However, if you have those that cannot make it kind, then it makes sense for you to sell them first while you are still around. Whatever you want to do with your money later on is at your own discretion. Please don't go to court to fight over your estate. This one I call 下水. Anyway, I happened to be around Bishan area last weekend and I came across this Cantonese cultural festivals organized by Guang Wai Siu Big San Ting. This is a 155 years old cultural institution managed 16 Cantonese clan associations. Besides the cultural artifact exhibition, the festival also had performances such as Cantonese opera and music, lion dance and martial arts, as well as cultural talks. This place itself also has very strong history. Today, much of Bishan New Town stand on Guang Wai Siu Big San Ting Old Cemetery, which was built in 1870 by Cantonese and Hakka immigrants from Guangzhou, Huizhou, and Caojing in Guangdong Province, China, as reported by the Straits Times. The government then acquired the 131 hectares burial ground around 1979 for the development of a new town called Bishan, whose name was derived from Big San Ting Chinese Cemetery. After the acquisition, the government leased Guang Wai Siu Big San Ting 3.2 hectares of the land, on which now sit a columbarium that is available to all Singaporeans, 2 temples, an office building, and a heritage gallery, which is open to the public by appointment for free. Interesting, right? If you don't know why Bishan is formerly a cemetery and why it continued to what till date, who knows? Maybe blessing from our ancestors. That's all. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching.